All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's session of the Azure Adventurers Guild here on Damage Dice. I, as always, am your Dungeon Master, Chris, and your host of the channel. And I am super excited for tonight's session. Tonight's session is going to be a little bit of fun, it's going to be a little bit crazy, and it is going to be a fucking good time. Needless to say, as always, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if this is your first time joining us here for the Azure Adventurers Guild, you too can become a member just by following the channel and scrolling down in the doobly-doo and hitting that Discord button and joining our family there. Let us know that you too want to become an Azure Adventurer, and we'll point you in the right direction and get you what you need to make your own character sheet. That being the case, tonight, while it's not sponsored by it, it is inspired with it. You can find a lot of the material we are going to be using tonight inside of the Dark Matter 5e book created by Mage Hand Press. If you scroll down on the doobly-doo, you can find the collector's edition cover down there. Give it a click and purchase any and all of the products if you so choose, as well as the Dark Matter book. It is completely worth it. We've got some really nice custom mechas using the inspiration provided within the book for tonight's game. Little spoiler for you all. It's going to be fun. But go ahead and get some stuff through Mage Hand Press. Totally worth it. There's some really good friends of the channel. You can go ahead and use discount code DAMAGEDSPACEDICE. Capital D for damage, capital D for dice. It is 2 words, and you will get 15% off any and all of your purchases. Lastly, we have no Sunday game this week, but we do have our Sunday evening game per usual. So, we are back into our normal rotation for Azure Adventurers, where next week we will have 2 sessions with our intrepid heroes. Being the case, I have no other announcements, as nothing else could be as important as getting tonight's game underway. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sit back, grab your behinds, and enjoy tonight. You all find yourselves sitting around a table inside of the Azure Moon, having drinks, having food, revelry at a high, music being played, sporting events going on the televisions, and the occasional rumble of a car going by here in Silver Reef. As each of you just kind of enjoy the atmosphere, enjoying the drink and the good food, Wraith comes out from the... Well, I'm sorry, Wraith doesn't come out. Wraith comes in from the street, looking a little excited. Inside, in his arms, he's carrying a large box. The box itself seems to have 4 black boxes made from an unknown material. They don't look like a normal black box, one that you'd find in a fighter. They look almost foreign, almost futuristic, as if they shouldn't really be something that is obtainable. He smiles, walks through, sees everyone in, and spots you all. And as he does, there's a big grin that crosses his face almost wickedly. Well, it does look like you all are simply sitting down doing nothing. So, I have a personal job for you all. It will lead you in a bit of excitement, fun, and entertainment for a good long period of time. And, I will pay each of you 100 credits for the experience. This is an experience, by the way. It's not really a job. It's more of you getting to experience something, being the first to do it. We have a new game system here. That is, guild member only. Interested?
Yes. Zani is just...
I've not.
Oh, yes.
I've not played many video games.
Oh,
Sounds
yes.
interesting.
Dull as you exclaim video games, Wraith smiles and, oh yes. Yes, these ones are actually what's referred to now as a full dive system. You will be fully immersed into everything. You'll be set down in a nice little pod, and your hands will kind of slip into a gel-like substance. And, needless to say, you'll fall unconscious, but you'll wake up somewhere fantastic. No risk of death to yourselves, but should you die, you will find yourself awakened in your chair. Simply for failing to succeed. So what do you say? Yes?
Yes.
This sounds interesting, at the very least.
Sounds like a good way to spend a weekend afternoon.
Good. Well, if you will all, please finish your drinks, finish whatever you're nibbling on, and follow me. This is going to be simply fantastic. Wraith seems particularly giddy with excitement. He's kind of bubbling with joy at this.
Air finishes the big slice of rhubarb pie that he has, and a big glass of milk, and follows.
All right.
Oh, God.
Thank you so much, Morgan, for the 500 bits. It is so amazing. Lou, you get yourself a 4d4 potion of healing. Congratulations. Thank you for the support, you guys. The support means so much. It helps us keep the light on, helps us keep the lights on, and helps us continue to stream and do all of this stuff. Thank you guys so much. It's a huge help. Okay. Wraith leads you on as you finish your food and finish your drinks. He leads you down through a shut back doorway that's known only to the guild members and employees of the bar. It's tucked back a bit as you sip past and kind of turn away from where the bathrooms would be. As you slip down the hallway in the door, Wraith inserting a key and unlocking it, stepping inside. You find yourselves down another hallway, going down several different doors, all leading to different recreational rooms, gyms, training areas, and the like. It's not until he gets you all the way down to the very end of this hallway where there is a new door. This door itself is fully encased in steel in a large archway. It has a singular, about head-sized porthole of glass looking in. The steel is polished and shining brilliantly. Wraith gives a tap twice on the door with his knuckles, and it slides open to the right. As it does, he motions for you to enter. And as you do, looking inside, you see this large tower in the center with cords and electrical equipment plugged into different ports and leaving it and almost plugging into the electrical grid of the building by the looks of it. This system seems to reach all the way up to the ceiling and form a dish that seems to connect to the roof. Inside, you see there are 6 different pods for you to sit in. You see 2 men and 1 woman, all dressed in black underclothes and a large white lab coat, carrying clipboards, monitoring equipment, and taking down notes as they go about checking the entire systems. As you enter, Wraith shuts the door and you hear as it locks behind him. Okay, so full honesty here. You really have no choice but to sit down now at this point and test. We don't know if it's going to kill you. So fight like you're going to die.
You know, should have expected you would tell us the bad part after you locked the door.
Exactly. I would never tell you the spoilers. Oh, I'm aware you have, doll. Very aware you have died before. No worries, though. I think you'll all be fine. You're all quite capable.
Just have to live.
So,
I must say, if I do die, you owe Isaac a free ride to school.
Perfectly fine. Doable every single day.
so
Just,
this video game might kill us.
Yes. Call it a first-round test here in the guild.
This is why I stick to the trees.
Oh, come on now, Lou. The trees are just dull, boring green, tall, fresh. This is a new experience.
They're only boring to you because they don't talk to you.
Everything talks to me. That's the crazy part of it. I just ignore it half the time.
Well, maybe that's why they're boring. You don't listen to them.
Could be. Now, if
These are great conversationalists once you get talking.
Well, if you will all, please, strip down to your underwear and make yourselves comfortable. Each pod has a fully relaxed chair, comfortable. You won't find yourselves getting any back pain with this. The gel will be a little cold, and once you've settled in, the doctors here will apply the neurosynapses and the covers to your eyes as well.
This is sounding like a worse and worse idea.
I mean, the worst thing that's happened so far is the first people who tried it before we got this beta version had their eyes burst out of their skull. So we figure with some eye covers, you should be fine.
Fixable with a nerve that's high. Fine.
Exactly.
This is like
Air's starting to look a little nervous, looking at the pods. It closes over.
Oh, yes.
Itself.
Yes, the capsule completely encases you. It's how they prevent, if you do die and it does kill you, the gore from just...
that colorful description, right?
So,
Yeah.
Air, I know you don't like small spaces, but think of it as just like a car. It's a different car. It's a different car that you just sit in, you lay back, and it's nice and goopy.
That's a
Or like a
pretty...
waterbed. Have you ever been on a waterbed? It's really relaxing.
It's a waterbed. It's a waterbed car. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a waterbed car.
And as he's saying this over and over, he's starting to slowly get undressed.
Okay.
I don't suppose it's that we still have time to back out.
No, you don't.
The door's locked.
The door's locked. I can't open it.
You can't open it.
Both in and out of character cackling. But,
I'm testing insight, but no, it's not gonna work. But he'll try insight anyway.
Okay.
He'll try.
Make an insight check.
I think Lou's model. I don't even know what Lou's modifier is exactly. Let me go check real quick.
When the guild master tells you, I can't open the door, you have to finish your mission.
obviously, have to...
Your game. You have to finish your game. That's the only way it unlocks.
Well,
He's stuck in here just as much as we're stuck in here.
oh, I only
I
have.
think I watched a cartoon like this once.
Okay, I only have a +4 to insight. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this, but I'll try.
You're fine.
Yeah, no.
No, you're not.
No, Lou is completely in belief of Wraith.
Wraith cannot open that
As
door.
was expected.
Wraith cannot open that door, unfortunately.
Oh,
So come on now. Dolan Air are undressed down into their underwear. You do it too. Come on now. Quickly, let's go.
and Lou will do as instructed.
Perfect. All right. Doctors, please, if you would, as they sit down. As each of you do, you stick your hands in the gel. It is cold and it sends shivers down your spines for a moment as it kind of grips tightly around. You feel your fingers are able to pull back, almost like being stuck in a gelatinous cube. You are able to pull them out. As you sit back, as comfortable as you can, each doctor comes over and sets a pair of monitoring tabs on the side of your temples. And 2 on your foreheads, and then they cover down your eyes with what looks like a screen that, as it does, you see connection loading. Connection loading.
Connecting to what?
Oh, you'll find out. It's exactly to the game. I have to plug in these black boxes. Hold on. And
Seen a loading screen before,
he
Lou?
comes over and kind of gives a look. Yeah, that one will do for you. Slides one in, moves over to the next, slides it in to the next, and finally to the last. All right. I do hope you all have a lot of fun. It's going to be a good time, trust me. You'll love it. Good luck. And Wraith just kind of motions, and as you just hear Doll, video games. Each of you feels the sudden pulse and surge of energy through your heads. It screams in pain for a moment before it dulls completely and you black out. As each of you blacks out, your eyes are still fixated as it says, connection, loading, connection, loaded, connecting, connecting. You all find yourselves sitting inside of a large hangar bay. Each of you inside of a smaller cockpit by the looks of it. You look down and you see your hands gloved by this suit. It's strange. It feels weird. You can actually feel it. You go to reach for your face and you feel a helmet locked down tightly. Over comms, you hear, Captain, I would like to inform you that the Beat Hack, Blunted Fang, Gear Jockey, and Wicked Twins have all come online and are ready for deployment. Understood. Very good. Very good. Pilots, I appreciate you for joining us. It's, well, you're going to be our first maiden test in a massive battle like this. My name is Captain Varen Zisrith of the Cerulean Rose. I know you've only been with us for a short period of time, but I would like to thank you for popping in and engaging this threat. There's a moment's pause, and you hear another voice. All right, so, here's the deal. We've got an orc warhorde attacking a Lakshayan scavenging team as they're trying to pick up what's left of their 14th fleet. The orcs have developed their own mechas. They are rather tough, rather durable, and rather fucking vicious. So do yourselves a favour, take them out at a range if you can, or get up close and personal and fuck them up. Needless to say, there are scavenging ships that you will need to protect, so if you can, protect all that you're able to. This is gonna be good. Boys and girls, fuck some shit up. As the comms cut. There's a general comm that opens throughout the ship, but you guys all see your local comms. Just the four of you. No externals. You hear over the centralized, over the ship's comms, picking up signals, you hear, all ships incoming. Get the fuck off of your scavs and get into your haulers and move. You hear another voice. All haulers. This is Commander Kai. You are ordered to full retreat. We will cover your fallback. When you reach our position, jump. Back to Lakshay. That is your order. You are relieved of your duty to the Lakshayan Empire. If you make it home safe. Best of luck to you. You hear an additional comm. Commander Togo. Commander Kai of the light cruiser Togo. This is Varen Zisrith of the Cerulean Rose. I'm bringing a little bit of help, and we'll be doing our best to cover your crew from this menial threat. Do what you can to help support Fire, my boys, and I will do what I can to help support them as well. Here's my friendly IFF. Put it in your systems. Don't shoot us down. You hear? Understood, allied vessel. Registering the Cerulean Rose as an ally of Lakshay and the Togo. Please send over the IFFs of your deploying ships. Oh, don't worry. We're sending the IFF of our mechas. You'll know when you see him. Comms cut. You guys now see a timer. 2 minutes. And it begins to count down. 2 minutes to deployment. You know what to do. With this, you have 2 minutes. What do you guys do in this 2 minutes?
What?
Familiarizing myself with the systems going on.
Easy enough. Easy enough. It's almost as if you start like looking through the
reconfigure
systems.
controls.
As you do, it legitimately just starts registering every single thing when everything does. It's almost as if you've done this 1,000 times.
Yeah, I was about to say, do we know what we're doing, or?
Yeah, you guys have this instant recognition. You are in a mecha frame. You know what it does. You know each of the controls. You know how to. Oddly, you know how to fight in three dimensions now. You know what it's like to fight in space. All of this training just basically downloads into your mind as you have an immediate idea of the system and how it works.
This is a weird ass video game.
Well, Sonny is just so excited and ready to relieve some stress and just go out and mess up some.
This is a very
as it gets downloaded more and more, and Air's going through the systems and everything. He's ready to go just as much as the Sony.
Hey, Air, just think of every single one of our enemies as that guy that we couldn't hit.
Yeah, most definitely.
Alright, and Doll, just ready to get right into it. Alright. As you guys excitedly just feel the tension and the excitement build up, you feel your hearts begin to race. And the excitement just builds, and each one of you notices a small little figure appear in the right corner of your display. It's a woman, slender, very, very beautiful. Looks to have blonde hair tied into a ponytail, and she wears what looks like an almost Victorian overcoat with blue and gold trimmings. A bit of what looks to be like fitted, very well-fitted breastplate along her chest and stomach area. She has well-fitted but almost somewhat loose blue pants with knee-high black boots with gold trimmings along the knees. The coat itself is cut to just above the elbow, and her forearms are bare, and she crosses them both and kind of does a virtual lean as she just leans in the middle of the air. Hi, I'm your artificial intelligence, Saris. I will be communicating all of your issues and any cock-ups back to the Cerulean Rose. So anything you have to report, I will report it for you. You just let me know. and I'm hooked into all 4 of your frames. So don't worry, it's gonna be fine. I don't think you guys are too newbie. You've had training, right? You've all trained? Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
In a manner of speaking.
Lou is just very bewildered at all of
Hmm. Well, these, I don't know, these black helmet masks look weird. I can't see through, even with, yeah, all the stuff I have as an AI, I cannot see through those. That's obnoxious. Well, shit. Let's get to it. 5, 4, hang on your ass. 2, 1. And as she counts to 1, she blinks out, and all of you feel your weight fall out from underneath you as you are dropped clear out of the hangar bay straight down. It's this lurching sensation as when you first, as when a jet takes off on a runway, but just heavier and almost instant, as the speed of which this ship was traveling must have been thousands of miles per hour as you just drop out and reorientate yourself. And as you do, as you start feeling your direction, you see a waypoint ping towards a battlefield not too far off, and you see a small viewport window just plunk up into your left eye view. As you look over, you count hundreds, it appears to be, of these orcish mech frames with these short shunted head, spiked, gnarled-looking shoulders, bladed arms, carrying these massive carbines by the look of them, and rifles. They have these massive axes and blades just held in place on certain parts of their body armor. Some you see are carrying these large tubes that just the information downloading you immediately recognizes as a launcher. And they look well made. And they look dangerous. But hey, it's a video game. What do you have to lose? What would you guys like to do as you are just on the outskirts of this battlefield? You are about a mile away. Not a long distance for you guys to travel in your frames. You got a pretty quick distance to travel. But there is this battle going on ahead of you, and what would you guys like to do?
I'd like a more overview of like what we're seeing. Are we in orbit of a planet, or are we out in the middle of space?
You are in a former battlefield that was being scavenged, and you see multiple blue and purple lights trying to just jet as fast as they can towards this large battle cruiser off to the right side as you guys are facing. You see this light battle cruiser looks to be getting ready to move itself into position, and as it does, you begin to see as some of these mechs begin flying towards the direction of that battle cruiser and all of the smaller ships. You begin to see gunfire now and blaster fire. You begin to see small explosions as combat chatter now begins to rain into your audio as you hear shuttles being destroyed, ships being crippled, people calling for help.
So I guess we're supposed to fight those mechs? Is that the word?
Yes.
Yes.
Just think of them as people. Just
Oh yeah, there's
Sonny would like.
as you say that, Saris pops back up and oh yeah, no, there's orcs in there. Kill them.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And probably hobgoblins, so kill them too. Not all the hobgoblins are bad, not all orcs are, but these ones are assholes. Kill them all.
The mention of hobgoblins, Lou twitched just a little bit.
Recognizing.
We were tasked you were tasked to cover the retreat, so I should, I guess, go do that.
So, charge? Is that a word used in space?
No, not really. So how you move? Yeah, there you have impulse engines in your mechs that allow you to move while in space or or on land. On land, however, you do have legs that allow you to walk. So you are mobile. You are a humanoid frame that is pretty sleek in design and rather nimble as you start pushing, as Dahl just guns it and starts jetting in towards the combat zone.
Sonny is going in.
I guess
full
we're
dash.
going.
Yeah, I guess we're going then.
Just
So guess we're going.
Alrighty.
Sonny would just like ping on their like personal display, just like trying to figure out, all right, enemy, ally, enemy.
As you do, it is almost instantaneous as it just starts pinging all hostile IFFs and all allied IFFs as it just loads everything in.
Thank you, Cyrus.
Oh, you're welcome. Hey, I always like polite people hanging out inside me.
Wow.
Dodging that one. Sonny.
The AI.
This is my child.
The AI just sits there and smiles, waiting to see if she gets a reaction. Oh, wow. You guys could hold it pretty good together. I like this. Look at that. All right. As you guys are jetting off, you find yourselves actually feeling this frame almost almost immediately just respond as if it is part of your body, as if it is a part of you, as if there is no real controls that you're actually touching, but it's all in your head. It's all reacting to your mental commands. As you do, however, as you get within 800 feet of the battlefield, 3 orcish mechs pounce down onto you all. Just to see if they don't get a surprise attack, I need everyone to go ahead and make a perception check. And if you don't have perception, go ahead and just roll your wisdom modifier.
Do any of us have skills?
Nope, so you can just roll your wisdom modifier. Dahl with a natural 20. A gear jockey with a 21. Beat hack with a 7. Ooh, not paying attention. Enjoying too much this interaction with this snarky little AI. And blunted fang with a 16. Dahl and Lou, both your mechs and your eyes pick up the 3 dropping in front of you. They don't get a surprise attack, but they will make their attack rolls at you at normal. However, that's going to miss. That one will hit as Dahl is in the lead. Dahl, one of them comes down and strikes down into your frame's shoulder with this solid hunk of steel as they just jet down at you. And it looks to be kind of smaller than your own frame, and it's almost designed to look like a manic-looking goblin. It is much like goblins back home on back home, where they look more humanoid but with long pointed teeth. This one's jaw almost unhinges as it jumps down, grinds into you with its short sword for a mecha is pretty fucking huge. As it comes down into you, where's my d6? Oh, you take 9 points of piercing damage.
God.
As it just slams down into your shoulder, and then it is going to try and bite down on you as well. Wicked Twins with a 14 on the roll. With a 14 on the roll, plus 5 is a total of 19. And with its bite, where's my D4? Where's my D4? You take an additional... you take an additional 4 plus 3 is 7. You take an additional 7 points of damage. Of mega damage. As you feel your frame whine underneath the stress of the attacks as you take 16 total points of mega damage. The other smaller frame is going to fire off a round of beam fire at Lou for a 17, just barely hitting you, Lou. That is only 2d6. You take 6 points of mega radiant damage, Lou, as the beam strike hits into you rather hard. That ends their drop round. I'm going to have everyone go ahead and roll initiative, and on your sheets, right next to where your armor class block is, there's a little die that says "in it." Go ahead and give that a click. All right, so we have...
I've clearly chosen the slowest of
Lou with a 22, Doll with a 13, Hassani with a 10, and
ladies first.
All right, and Air with a 13. Okay. Oops. All right, and let's get these 3 little guys rolled up. And they are going on initiative 19. Okay, top of the round. As you guys see your first engagement, one of them has already stabbed through the shoulder and then bit down. Looks like it's trying to actually bite through the head of Doll's mech. It looks like it's actually trying to bite through the head of Wicked Twins. What are you going to do, Lou, as it comes to your turn?
I'm going to do as you do, which is spam missiles, because they tend to be useful.
All right, are you targeting all 3 different ones and one twice?
I'm debating whether or not I want to split 2 and 2 to the 2 that actually hit something, or if I just whack it. Concentrating fire is nice. I'll do 2 and 2. So I'll do 2 of the one that hit me and 2 of the one that's currently trying to eat my friend.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay, so just make 2 attacks.
All right, the first one misses, unfortunately. No, you're gonna make 4 attacks.
Okay, just to know if we want to just do 2 for each.
The second one will hit, the third one will hit, and the fourth one will hit. So
3 attacks?
3 attacks will hit.
I'll just roll 3 attacks then. So there's
So
1, there's 2, there's 3.
Okay, so who is getting the 1 attack? That is unfortunately only 4 points of mega force damage.
Lou will attack first the one that shot at him, because assuming
All right.
that's closer, the missiles
So
will hit first,
that gobbo takes a resounding 4 points as 3 of the missiles kind of miss their target. The last one makes a solid impact and kind of shakes it a little bit. And it kind of throws its aim off. It kind of like finds itself a little unsteady, whereas the one that's currently bit into Wicked Twins, Doll's mech there, takes the full brunt of all 8 missiles, of all 3 missiles, sorry, as it just or all 6, as they just riddle right into its body for a total of 20 mega force damage. That little goblin mech is looking haggard and is looking like it's barely hanging together, as there's parts, as one of its arms is kind of just statically just charging in the space. It is still in working condition. It is still running, but it is heavily damaged. Is at the end of your turn.
Is there like a piece of debris I could go and take cover behind?
There is indeed a small piece of floating fighter craft that is just kind of like spinning there in place very slowly as it just kind of...
Oops, what's
Yeah,
that? Am I supposed to defend that?
Yeah, I will attempt to go and match velocity and all the shenanigans you need to do to cover in space.
All right, so you're going to get some cover, ducking behind one of the pieces of fighter craft. All right, as you do that, it comes to the Gabos. The Gabo that is on Doll's frame is going to once again at this point just is not even going to try and stab her again, is actually just going to pull its maw back and is going to just start biting down on the head, trying to tear the head clean off of the frame. The first one being a 9 is a miss as it bites down. Doll, you pull the Wicked Twin's arm up and just block it out of the way. The second time it tries to bite you for a total of 20, it does manage to nom down for an additional 5 points of mega piercing damage as it bites down wickedly, just trying to tear apart your frame with its mechanical little goblin body there. The other 2 are actually going to engage in a melee fight, seeing that missile barrage, and seeing as so far you guys have proven to not really be a threat in melee. They are going to, one that you shot at, Lou, the one that you targeted, is actually going to use its full movement speed with a bonus action to dash upon you, and is going to use its ability to try and actually break your mecha, and is trying to actually go and try and target a piece. Is actually going to try and target. We're going to go with. I'll roll a d4 for that. That's a 3. It is going to try and target your torso, and it's going to try and damage your life support system. So we're going to make that roll. That is cocked, but it was a 15 on the cock, but we'll re-roll. That's a natural 17. As it charges in at you, Lou, full speed, you see it just gunning in your direction. I need you to go ahead, as it impacts into you, to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw based on your mech's Constitution saving.
Oh boy, my mech ain't great at these.
12. That is...
Hard to engage in melee, though.
That is just not enough, unfortunately.
Well, this is me, what's the word for completely and utterly made a...
This is you dying.
6. However...
I can't fight back.
However, it did not roll enough damage to actually damage the system. Luckily, it did not roll 10 or higher, despite having 3d6 plus its modifier. It did not have enough damage to damage your frame and disable your life support. You do take, however, 9 points of mega damage.
Them 1s and 2s, boss.
It was legit. It was legit a 3, a 1, and a 2 plus 3. And I was like, you fucker. You took 5. You took an additional 5 points of mega damage there, doll. The other one is going to engage with air, being the closest, I'd assume. Actually, you know what? I'm going to roll a die for it. Air, your evens. Hassani, your odds. Odds. It charges at Hassani, and it goes to Stabby Stabby, and it is going to try and Stabby Stabby you. Misses with the first Stabby Stabby. Nat 1's on the second Stabby Stabby. It does not Stabby Stabby you. You see this goblin coming as it goes to just slam, slam.
Just mush.
And you just kind of deftly just bat it in the head a little bit and kind of send it back a few feet. That ends their attempt to murderize all of you. It brings us to Doll and Air. Who would like to go first?
Ladies first.
Go, dog, go. You got one gobbo on you.
You still want to punch it. Okay. You're going to have to do a manual roll for that. As Wicked Twins does not have a melee, or you could use Detonation Palm. Detonation Palm. As you go to reach up and try and palm underneath its belly and fire off, you see the charge kind of short circuit a little bit, and it wastes the charge. Unfortunately, it does not go off, as the damage to your head seems to have been to your head unit seems to have been a little bit more than the frame can handle at the moment. Unfortunately, that does miss. That does end your turn unless you want to move away. This thing isn't grappled into you, but it is on you. Moving would give you an attack of opportunity against you if you wanted to move, however.
Cool. Sticking with it.
I'll stick with it. Staying right there with it. Alrighty. Comes to Air. As you watch as Wicked Twins reaches up and tries, you see the flicker and it shorts. Comes to you as Hassani is also engaged.
Air will wheel around on the one on blue and flank it.
Okay.
And I'll go for the stabby stabby.
Alright. As you wheel around trying to go after the one that's engaged with Lou. The first one, unfortunately, does miss. The second one, though, with advantage, getting that natural 20. Go ahead and roll that damage up.
You have sneak attack, don't
You do have sneak attack. You will have to actually manually type in the 10d6. All right. So you deal 12 points initial. Oh, 32 plus 15 is
47.
47. Oh shit.
It's dead. I think it's very dead, guys.
Maybe. We don't know.
Sorry, I had
Are still terrifying.
Sorry, I had a sneeze there. As you come around the first swing, the goblin rotates its body around the opposite side of Lou's machine, and as it does, you just flip the direction of the short beam saber and slam home just as it comes around, and you nail it square in the cockpit. You see a bit of crimson fly out as bits of machinery just expose open as this superheated radiant blade just pierces into the body. It crackles with energy and has a minor explosion as it is destroyed. That is gone. There is no way in hell that fucking thing is living to see another day.
One down.
One down.
One down. Nicely done. Nicely done. I fucking love it. I am like in a fucking good ass mood. This is great. I'm having way too much fun. I am happy. It comes to Hassani's turn.
Alright, so I got one on me and there's one on Doll. And I'm gonna try and shoot at the one on Doll.
Okay. Cool.
I saw her get bapped and I haven't gotten really hit by this dude yet. 18
18 fucking hits.
and a 26.
Oh yeah, both hit.
So 7 and then
Oof.
so 17.
17. 17, hot shit. As you fire, the first one kind of shakes it, and its body turns and exposes the torso. The second one, as you line up the shot, impacts square dead center of the torso and burns a hole clean through the chest. There's just this gaping wound that looks the size of a car through this goblin mech's chest as it just floats off into space. That thing is gone.
Gotcha, Doll. And yeah, that's my turn.
All right.
Yeah.
Comes back to Lou.
Okay. So I've got an angry goblin in my face, and my frame is not at all equipped for that.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Air just killed the one in front of you.
Air just murdered the shit out
I'm
of that
sorry, I
one.
thought you killed the one in front of Hassani.
Nope, that was yours.
I'm sorry. I assumed you'd kill that. Never mind then. Thank you for that. Okay. That completely made me understand the situation at hand. Okay.
Yeah, a gobbo on me. Shoot it.
There's. Oh wait, 1 second. I have to roll d6 recharge.
You do
Oh.
manage a recharge.
Well, when in doubt, missiles away. So there's 2 sides to that.
Has other weapons, chooses missiles.
I mean, I do, but missiles are just better. So again, 2 and 2. 2 with the one on Doll because she probably needs.
Oh, that
it,
one's
and-
gone.
just-
You are wasting all 4 shots
Oh.
of this at the one.
I mean,
And I'm not saying like wasting isn't a bad thing. It is probably going to waste this thing, though it is on full health. But you are probably going to waste this motherfucker. Pretty hardcore.
well,
Missiles away,
Again.
my guy.
Hey, I'll get them back. So missiles away.
Watch this thing just be a nimble shit. Hits,
1, 2,
hits,
3,
hits,
4.
misses.
Fuck.
Okay, so 3 attacks. 1.
14,
Yeah, so 14. Let me roll. Not that.
11, and 10. That is, fucking 30, 35. That is enough. Your entire payload just opens up as your shoulder launcher once again pops up and just fires these small, compared to the size of your frame, these small missiles that just swarm around and impact into this goblin frame. In front of you, Hassani, is just this shattering of fire and just explosions. However, I do need that fourth nat 1 missile barrage. I do need you to make another attack roll with that, just in case it reallocates target against Beat Hack.
Oh, sorry.
Would it be at disadvantage since it's a missile?
It is. So with a 10, it luckily does not. With the EMF, it scatters and just rocks the world of these missiles as they just kind of spin off into space and just detonate harmlessly away.
Oh. I saw what that did to the Gabo ship, and I'm just like, oh shit, it's coming to my face, and it's like,
There is no more goblin mechs at this point. As you finish this little scrap, you watch as your ship, the Cerulean Rose, comes in and does a strafing run with these two massive cannons as these blue beams of cerulean color just scrape through a large swath of these mechs and just wipe them out of existence. They are wrecked. There's still a large number of them, but now you see the fighting as you continue to hear over radio and comms as hauler ships, these scavenging ships, begin to fall apart one by one, slowly getting destroyed bit by bit. Comes to, what do you guys want to do?
I want to intercept between enemies and hauler ships.
We might want to
Somebody's heading for the closest one.
up what's it called? 1 second, I need to find.
Wicked Twin.
Wicked Twins.
Yeah, Wicked Twins. That's the.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to fix that.
You guys want to take a moment and try and do some repair up to Wicked Twins? Who is burning their nanocharge?
Sonny's already heading towards the cargo.
I guess I'll burn one of my nanocharges on her.
All right, go ahead and roll that 2d8 plus 2. For 9, all right. Wicked Twins, you repair for 9 points of mega hit points. Getting some of that sweet repair in as part of your frame slowly begins to stitch and 3D print itself back together. Nice.
Also, they stole Verdu's research, god damn it. Now he's got more people he has to find and kill.
All right. So, you guys jetting after Hassani, trying to get in the way. There are a large number of haulers. Go ahead.
Air would actually like to activate his phase shift and jump from rubble to rubble.
Okay, so you are going invisible for the next minute and using rubble cover. All right. Excellent. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me. $21. All right. Nicely done. Look at that. Thank you so much for the cheer, Lucius. 300 bits, giving Hassani a D6 on your next roll or a roll you feel it is worth using on. Guys, thank you so much. The support is amazing. It helps the channel out so much. All right, as you guys are heading in, who would like to roll the ceremonial D12 to see which hauler you pick?
Do you want to do it, Asani?
8.
You've already done it.
An 8. Okay. As you do, you come around and you see a hauler waiting and getting antsy as its personal defense weapons that it has on its ship, what looks like 2 autocannons, just trying to keep these orcish frames off, and they have the agility, they have the strength to take a few blows and to dodge plenty of them. As it starts firing, you see the ship immediately hails you as you get within range, and I need you to cover me. The team still has 30 seconds to get aboard before I get out of here. Please, I need cover.
All right.
Roger that.
Sonny's there, ready, blaster in hand, ready to shoot down anything.
and I guess Gear Jockey and Wicked Twins is behind him, and then we have no idea where Blunt is.
It only lasts for a minute, but you are moving rather quickly. As a timer appears on your system, there are 4 orcish mechs within range that are just raining down fire onto this ship. And it is taking damage, and it is trying its best to hold. They do see you. They are about 600 feet away, so just remove a 0 if you want ranges on that. And I'm going to need you guys to go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, there's going to be a lot of combat. But the combat fights are pretty small, so not a big worry. Alright, we have Wicked Twins with a 13. We have Gear Jockey with a 17. Blunted Fang, whose initials are BF for best friend, has a 5. And Beat Hack with an 11. And the orcs roll a 15. Okay.
This seems incredibly similar to our last fight.
It's fine.
Alright. So, as you guys engage, and the ship is doing its best every round on initiative score of 1, the ship will make its attack round at the orcs, doing its best to help you guys out. So, it's going to do its
How many were
best.
there?
There are 4 orcs in this engagement that are trying to blow this thing up and trying to remove it from existence. However, it is a simple transport ship, and it only has so much going for it. So, coming to the top of the round, Gear Jockey, you are first.
So, in the flight over, will my missile barrage have recharged?
Yes, you would have had enough seconds for it to recharge.
Well, do I want to be one in doubt? I do kind of want to be one in doubt. One in doubt, spam missiles. I'm going to just say screw one of them, and so I'll pick the closest one.
Okay,
and
cool.
then I'll unleash. That's a miss. That's probably a miss. That's also probably a miss. That might hit.
Unfortunately, only one of those missile barrages does make contact with that 16, as it dodges and weaves and just moves through the missiles as if they're nothing. You get over just an open channel. Your frame picks up. You hear it actually shouting at you in common. I've fought better whelps than you.
Well,
Fucking shit.
I don't think it'll let that hit
A
off.
16 makes contact, though, for some oomph.
I would like for it to be. It says that, and then immediately gets hit by the missiles.
It does, as it dodges the first 3 salvos, and then as it rotates out of the third one, it catches it in the back shoulder and rocks it forward. It still looks pretty hardy, but it looks like it doesn't give a shit. It looks like it's pretty menacing, and it's ready to just cause some fucking havoc.
So, is there any debris behind me I can use as cover? Away from the one I just pissed?
The closest one is 60 feet down towards the ship that you're supposed to be protecting.
Oh, Oh, well, I'm a long-range fighter. It's understandable I don't close the close range. I don't have any melee weapons or abilities. So I'm gonna back up five essential feet of space units
Okay.
away, which is hopefully outside of his dash range.
You're going 30, your full movement speed, which is how far?
Uh, 30 space units.
Okay, so 300 feet. Okay, you go 300 feet in hopes that you're out of his range. You are at 90 feet away at this point. As you kind of head down. Okay. Ending your turn, Gear Jockey, it does come to the orcs. The orc that you targeted just shouts out, "Coward! I'm coming for you!"
Good idea to run away.
And
Sweetie.
indeed it does, Swiggity Swooty, come after that booty. As you watch as it extends its axe, and you watch as the pommel on its massive mechanical battle axe you see is dangling this large, strange creature's head. It almost looks the size of this own mech's head. Maybe the size of a large hauling rig. It is quite massive, both in size and in length, as it glows this brilliant red color. As he is going to cast Guiding Bolt at you through his skull.
Hell yeah. Space mech cleric.
Only gets a 10. Misses you. As the bolt radiates out and misses you as you easily dodge out of the way. It roars and continues to just gun at you, moving its full 45 feet worth of movement as it guns towards you. The other three are going to, each engage the three of you. As they charge forward, they actually just draw their battle axes up and just go into a melee as they use their aggressive mech charge as their bonus action and speed towards you at 60 feet. The first one goes to Hassani. That's cocked. Unfortunately, it was on a natural 22. Oh, misses with a 5. The next one goes to Air for an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 misses. Unfortunately, Wicked Twins is catching the brunt of this shit with a natural 20. Unfortunately, it is an unfortunate situation. However, the damage roll is low for a natural 20. It's not bad. 5 plus 2 is 7 points of mega slashing as it goes to come in with this massive critical strike. As it comes in, you see it. You barely get the phase shift shield up in time to try and deflect the blow, but it creams in and does impact you for 7 points of mega slashing damage. It definitely rocks the Frames world, and you see as your AI pops up and you're really bad at dodging. You need to kind of get this shit in order. Like, I'm not gonna let you keep this up. I might just jettison you with the escape unit and just like, yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Ending the orc's turn. It brings us to Wicked Twins. It brings us right to Wicked Twins. As these orc pilots begin just, they're right up in your face. darling. They are right up in your face as these orcs just begin shouting at you in Orcish. Not all of them, just one of them. One of them is in front of you, one of them is in front of Air, one of them is in front of Hassani. You guys are spread out by about 10 feet. Yes, you can. You can use both the maul and the shield. Alright. Firstly, the maul makes contact. Go ahead and roll that damage. And for 5 points of mega bludgeoning damage. Alright. And the shield also does hit, making its strength throw is another natural 20. Holy shit. Go ahead and roll that shield damage too, as your phase shield does make contact. As you swing in for another 5 points of mega damage. As you swing in with the maul and knock it hard, it impacts hard, and then you slam into it with the shield and kind of it holds its ground, but you see another statical impact into it. Nicely done. Are you going to stay there or risk an attack of opportunity? I'll stay. All right. As you choose to stay in combat range, brings us to Beat Hack. Comes to you.
Okay. So Beat Hack is going to got this full in front of me, but I'm just gonna keep on covering Doll until like she's
until you get
danger.
hit. Until you get hit. Okay.
Yeah, that's my.
Fair enough. Fair enough. As orcs have tended to ignore you over recent weeks.
Yeah. Oh my god! Double nat 20 on that, boys. All right.
Someone clip that. Someone clip that shit. Dual nat 20s. Fucking A. Fucking
The
A.
second one is a
Both make contact, man. Oh shit.
First one
16 points of mega damage.
and the second. So for another 10, so 26.
26
Pew, pew.
on that one as both beams of your carbine fire out and make contact. They actually shake the orc frame in front of you, Wicked Twins, to a point that it does turn and its tension shifts briefly over to Beat Hack towards Hassani's frame as it was 26 points. That is hurting. That orc frame in front of you is hurting pretty nastily at the same time. All right. Is that all you're going to do?
I'll inspire. I'll do that. Use my inspirational drive and I'll give it to our space rogue.
All right, giving it to the Sprogue. Tossing over some of that in. Inspiration is a D8 for you. There, my Sprogish friend. In which it does indeed actually come to your round. There, Blunted Fang. What are you going to do?
He's gonna stabby stab. First, that D8, does it go to...
It goes to attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks.
Okay.
Regular bardic
but
inspiration.
Regular bardic inspiration, yeah.
Okay then, yeah, I'll just stabby stab the dude that
The orcish frame in front of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I am so excited.
And we got another crit.
Oh, first one misses. Second one hits. As you go with your first swing, it pulls back. The second one, you catch it this time, grating through a portion of its frame for 9 mega piercing. And you can go ahead and roll your 5d6 as you come through with that. It should be mega radiant damage with the beam saber. And let's get that 5d6. Let's see the damage that it does. I'm excited. You guys are killing it. Fucking so.
Such a good time.
I get sneak attack.
You do.
when I'm all alone.
You have as long as you are in one-on-one combat, your frame has the same sneak attack advantages as that of the swashbuckler.
Hell yeah.
13. Alrighty. A solid 22 points. Oops. Of radiant damage as you cut a clean hole through, and the frame starts to kind of leak something out from in it. It looks like maybe fuel or maybe oxygen. It's hard to tell at this point. Is that the end of your turn?
Radiation.
It could be radiation. All right. Ending your turn. It comes
Yeah,
to...
just take a defensive stance and yeah.
All right. Sounds good. It comes to the hauler. And the hauler is going to use both of his auto turrets. And we're going to see if it can hit. It's actually going to go for the one that is already heavily damaged. Oh, shit. That might not hit. Oh, yeah, no. That's a 14. Oh, it just barely hits. It just barely hits. Check that shit.
Yeah.
Check that shit. It just barely hits with 3d4 points of mega radiant damage.
Do it.
I never get to roll this many d4. It's kind of nice.
Right.
1, 2, wow, 1, 2, 3. It takes an additional 6 points of damage from the auto turret fire. It is still up, however, but it is definitely showing signs of extreme damage and extreme wear and tear.
The one in front of me.
The one in front of Wicked Twins that just got damaged. Now it is nearing the point that it might actually detonate. It might go kaboom. Ending its turn, it comes back to the top of the round with Gear Jockey.
Okay, let's see if I can keep doing what I've been doing this entire time. I can't for once. This is a problem.
You have
Sure.
another gun.
You are 90 feet away. It's closed 45 feet. It is 45 feet away from you. I'm just saying, you got abilities. You got abilities, man.
I do.
You can just move 30 feet closer and nab the fucker. Not even 15 feet.
I could do that. Or I could continue to use tactics.
That is tactics. You could shut one down.
What are the chances it succeeds with a DC 15 close to melee range? Fairly good, I'd say.
It's gotta
Coward.
pass.
I'll show off the
Did I not?
fancy
Oh, I didn't put it
ability.
off. It's an int save. So the pilot. Hey, might not be the smartest
try.
fuck. You're gonna try it. All right, give me that D6
I'm gonna
roll.
try it. This is gonna end poorly. I
Give me.
move 15 feet closer.
All right.
I use system freeze.
All right, you're gonna use system freeze. As you do, as you send out a signal, it rolls a 7. Just so you know, I ain't fudging dice because I don't do that shit. Look at that. Look at that 7.
7.
Look at that 7. As you do, go ahead and give me that D6 roll as you send out a signal that just locks in place this unit and it just begins drifting now. As
He'll be fine.
he might be fine, maybe. He does have to continue to make that saving throw to reboot their systems and end this effect. But at this
He's got 7 chances. He'll
at
probably
this
be fine.
point in time, the orcish frame freezes everything. The lights that you see on the outside of the outside of the frame and its viewing cameras shut down, and it goes dark, and it just begins drifting litlessly, and it will do so for almost a full minute. However, you do also witness, each of you, as it begins venting oxygen over the next minute. So that's going to be good. Okay. Are you moving back? Because you still have 15 feet.
Oh yeah, I am a coward through and through.
Okay. Because this poor bitch was moving at full speed trying to get to you, it continues its momentum and flies 45 feet, 90 feet past you. It goes past the holler at this point. We will see if it succeeds. It rolls a natural 1. It does not succeed its intelligence check to reboot its system, as it is now
Does
panicking.
it end up actually venting more oxygen?
No, it can't. It's not able to get anything. It frustrates it, as most orcs do, get frustrated. The other 3 orcs, however, the one that is heavily damaged, is going to... is actually, you know what, is going to, at this point... It's going to just try and bring down... it's going to try and bring you down there, Wicked Twins, with what life it has left, as it reaches one of its hands up, and you see a mote of light charge in its palm as it goes to swing it down at you, as it is going to upcast Guiding Bolt to a 3rd level spell slot, bringing it to a total of 6d6 radiant damage. And we are going to make that roll.
At disadvantage because it's in melee?
Oh, wouldn't even matter.
Wouldn't even matter.
Rolled a 2. Rolled a
Oh.
2. As it swings down with this radiant strike trying to hit you, it flickers out as its system is just kind of short, and the spell flickers out of its palm. Ending its turn, it comes next to...
Hey, BB.
What's
I
up?
feel like out of habit, Hassani would have like tried to do a cutting words and just yell out "whiff."
He just completely whiffs.
Dang, I got you, doll.
Comes to the next 2. The one in front of you, Hassani, is actually going to reach out and is going to upcast a... It's gonna be a dick. It's going to upcast Inflict Wounds
Yeah.
all the way up to 3rd level, which gives it 5d10 if it manages to hit you.
Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah. Whiff.
That's an 11 plus 4.
Just dodged it.
You just dodge as you see this crackling energy come over this orc's frame, and it goes to reach out at you, and you just pull back as it misses you completely. Oh.
Calling whiff is just it. It works.
The other one, seeing his allies not doing so well, is going to just make 2 of his battle axe attacks off at air. A natural 17 on the roll, so that'll hit. And a 12 plus 4 is just a 16. Both battle axe strikes for that mega slashing damage will strike through. Pretty low on the damage, though. You take 6 plus 4 is 10 mega slashing damage. Air.
I will make that 5 with my evasive action.
Okay, so you have one is coming in at 6 points of damage, the other's coming in at 4, so you can target one.
I'll drop that 6 to a 3.
Okay, 6 to a 3. You take a total of 3. Yeah, you take a total of 7 points of damage. Then, okay, cool. As it does manage to strike you with its massive steel, gnarled-looking battle axe, brings us to Wicked Twins. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Go, dog, go.
I love how, like, whenever I roll a nat 20, like, all my damage tonight's been pretty low. You can choose to disengage as an action. Yes. That will burn your action. You're gonna disengage? Alright. You disengage, you fly 30 feet back, or 300 feet back, getting out of range, trying to put a little bit of distance between you and that orc, and that is the end of your turn, unfortunately. Ending your turn brings us to Beat Hack with Hassani.
Going to fire at the one that Doll just disengaged from, and if it goes down, I'm gonna fire at the one that
Alrighty.
is fighting. Just completely ignoring, disrespecting this dude, because
yeah, this poor bastard. This poor bastard is not having a good day. He tried. He almost fucked your day up.
Yeah, almost. Almost. First one,
hits.
17.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
Keep having Discord notifications pop up on the screen. 8.
That kills it. As you fire off, this time you hit square through the chest, burns another hole through, and you see the frame, which is heavily damaged at this point. Just slowly detonates.
Great. And then the next one towards the one on air.
All right.
23.
Oh yeah, that hits.
For
9! Holy shit. That one makes some
9.
serious contact into the frame, causing some heavy, nasty ass damage. Nicely done. Nicely done. Ending your turn.
I'm since Air didn't use the inspiration before, I'm gonna throw it at Lou.
Okay, inspiring Lou in Gear Jockey. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right.
You have a die 8, my guy.
Comes to Best Friend Mech of Blunted Fang.
Blunted Fang go stabby.
Stabby. All right. Let's hit that shit.
Do it.
There is. I have like the biggest fucking cheesy smile on my face right now. There's just like.
I've gone through a whole wave of emotions over the past hour.
Oh yeah, that hits. The first one hits. We'll see. Maybe you will have the movement to change targets, and I'll go ahead and roll that damage. Let's see what you got. And that sneak attack too. 4 points of mega piercing. Okay, you stab or mega radiant as you cut through, coming up with the 17, a total of 21 points of mega radiant damage. You stab through and cut right into this frame. It splits in half. And you watch as one lower half of the orc flies up. You see its legs just kind of drift in half for a moment, and that's all that's there. There's no upper torso as you cut cleanly through, and the legs just... And then the mech detonates. Nothing left, just scrap metal floating in the air. Moving around, I take it, using your movement to get behind the one. All right.
I'm going to go over to the one on Hasani.
Go ahead and make an attack roll with advantage against the one attacking Hasani. $22. Yeah, that hits. And you just have your normal attack. No sneak attack, unfortunately. But let's see what that mega radiant damage does. 7. First damage that guy takes the whole time. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Ending your turn. It comes back to the ship, and the ship is once again, it's actually going to try and hit the one that you guys currently have surrounded. Unfortunately, its autocannons miss, not making any contact whatsoever with the frame. It does dodge out of the way, unfortunately. Comes back to the top of the round with Gear Jockey and Lou.
Okay. Well, the frame that's trying to kill me is still shut down. We'll see how long that lasts. I'm probably gonna stab it in the back, but that's that can start for later.
You gonna roll your recharges?
Oh yeah, right. Recharge. Let's see if missile spam can be a thing again. It can be.
Can be.
There's only 2 lines so that are combat effective still. Yeah.
There's only the one is technically disabled. The other is combat effective in between Hasani and Air.
Oh, yeah,
You got this one.
So Hasani has 1, and Air has. Wait,
Air is on it as well. There's one between me and
There is only one active threat at the moment.
Oh, okay. In that case, well, if I shoot towards them, I'll more than likely end up hitting one of them. So, I'm gonna pull a 180, and how far away is Mr. No Longer?
9 from your position.
Yeah.
He was 45 away. Flew, kept momentum. He's 45 feet away.
Okay. I would like to take pot shots at him with my carbine.
Certainly, you may do so.
There's 2 shots.
That hits.
I got 1 hit.
14.
Okay. Do I?
Technically, I'd say technically advantage because it is disabled, so it's just basically shooting a non-moving target.
Okay. So
You
2
should.
attacks.
Yep. And an 18. Yeah, both hit. Go ahead and roll that damage up.
Roll 1, roll 2.
For 15 points of mega radiant damage. Go ahead and roll a d4.
Oh boy. Oh, goddammit, Google, stop being Google. D4.
Okay, it
What?
only... and then go ahead and roll another d4, as you did hit it twice.
So 2 D4s. Okay.
Okay, total of 4 rounds. It is down to just... Depending on what happens, it's down to 1 round left as you knock more of its oxygen, perforating more holes as it starts venting more out of its system. Is that the end of your turn?
I would like to move back.
Towards the group?
No, I'll stay where I am. I'll just keep watching him to make sure he either dies of oxygen deprivation or I can shoot him if he comes back online.
All right. He does not. That is a 3.
He got a
This
what?
is do or die.
You got a 3. He might suffocate. He will probably.
All right.
He will probably suffocate. Well, that's it for the 3rd level spells on that dude. He's just gonna try and hit you, Hassani, with his battle axe at this point. That is a hit, just barely so.
On who?
You, and then a nat 1. Fucker. You do, however, take your first bit of damage with 8 points of mega slashing damage as it carves into your frame, and you take a huge chunk of damage, but it then goes to swipe through, and it kind of misses after still dealing with the damage from Air's hit on the opposite side. Ending the orc's turn. The other orc that flew past you continues at a 90-degree, or a 90-foot move speed, just continuing momentum down. Really just sailing like a little meteorite. The only thing that'll stop it is an asteroid or some shit, or a planet re-entry, or a wormhole,
Or a moving planet.
or a moving planet, or a ship. One of those things will stop its momentum. It comes to Wicked Twins. What do you want to do?
You got this dude bro between.
You got a dude bro between Hassani and Air. Their doll. What you gonna do with Wicked Twins? Shoot him. All right, with my gun. All right, let's boop it on the snoot. The first one misses, unfortunately. The second one does hit with a 19. 6 mega radiant damage. It is still functioning, but it definitely feels that hit as it scores into its shoulder. Definitely doing some damage, though. All right, ending your turn. Are you moving closer, or are you moving further away? Closer. Gonna move the whole way up? Rockin'. You have now 3-person pincered this poor bastard together as a team, bringing us to Beat Hack.
I'm going for his axe arm.
Going for that axe arm. All right, called shot. He does get a bonus to his armor class. Let's see what you roll.
16.
16 is not enough to hit it directly, but you do make contact with the frame.
Okay. And 6 on that one.
6 mega radiant damage.
And then 15.
And then a 15 does make contact. Go ahead and roll that one. For another 8. Nice. As you carve through with 2 massive radiant strikes with your beam saber, it is definitely dealing some damage to this frame. It is definitely not looking good. It's definitely not looking good. Nicely done. End of your turn.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Brings us to best friend forever, Blunted Fang.
He's gonna aim for the where normally a person's kidneys were, but yeah.
Okay, going for a called shot to try and disable something. Okay. That does not, unfortunately, hit the area, but you do make contact. Are you going with both strikes?
I'm actually going to use my inspiration for that first roll.
Okay.
3.
That will be just enough.
It's actually a D8. But
it is a D8.
Still,
that will be just enough. All right, go ahead and roll damage with both strikes. Although you might fucking kill this poor bastard. And don't forget your sneak attack damage as well. So 8, 12 mega radiant damage.
Jesus Christ, okay. 6, 5, 5, 6, 5.
So
sure.
12 plus 27 is
39.
39 points. You fucking you stab the first strike and pull back for the second one, and you don't just stab through, you stab up and jam the beam saber up through its torso, and it kind of just gives it a half Vlad the Impaler look as it kind of slumps down over the saber, as you just see the tip of it poking through the throat section of the mech as it just kind of... You pull it out, and it just kind of sits there floating, not doing anything. It is intact.
Just as some flavor, he Sparta kicks it away.
you motion to Hassani to move and just boom, drop the foot right into its sternum as it just sails out.
There goes that.
Nicely done. For the sake of it, it is within range of the auto cannons. Yeah, it is. It is within the 9. It is well within the 3,000 feet for it to shoot the autocannons. It natural 20s and possibly provides a merciful death for the orc instead of it suffocating to death. Suffocating.
I want to make more husks.
You don't want a husk in a mech frame. Let's be clear here. Like, that's not something you want.
Imagine.
Oh man, it is not dead, but it is damaged. It is damaged, and it is still floating away.
Oh god, we have a husk in the mech now.
At this point, Lou, are you just gonna let it continue flying away without the metagaming knowledge of a potential husk that you don't even know exists in this world as Lou, or are you gonna let it suffocate to death and keep floating away?
Lou is just going to hold action. If it comes within range, shoot the shit out of it. He's just gonna let it suffocate otherwise. He has no reason to believe it's gonna come back.
Natural 1.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
oh no. Oh, what have I done?
Yes.
All of you
As
get...
a person, extremely happy.
All of you get a
For
blip.
what we have just unleashed.
All of you get a blip on your systems as Saris pops back up your AI and... Oh, nice! All hostiles in the area? Dead. Good job. At this point, the hauler's timer clicks and... The crew's not here! The salvagers aren't here! I'm out of here! Bye! Save them if you can! And the hauler just lights engines and goes.
Looks
As
over to where they were scavenging.
as combat
immediately.
comes to a close, all right, you guys move your frames into range as once again you now actually this time as haulers begin to move, you see some are getting just vaporized and destroyed by these frames, by these mechs. You see this light cruiser, the Togo, open up and just unleash a... Alright, you're going to heal yourself on the way while you guys investigate that area. Doll, sounds like a plan. Go ahead and roll that 2d8 plus 2. You see this ray of red laser fire, or blaster fire, and autocannon fire, and plasma fire just rain hell in the direction of the frames that are flying around. You see little explosions as the hostiles around begin dipping down into single digits in certain pockets of areas. There's still a large number. As that hit comes in, as you guys start searching, Saris, looks to be maybe about 40 left. Keep up the good work. As at this moment, you see the Cerulean Rose come in, this time using smaller arms fire as these large cannons just vaporize a swath. Knock that down to 30. Nicely done. Varen and the crew are doing a kick-ass job. Sweet! As you guys duck down...
Very weird video.
You look in and you see there is a large ship that pops up as the Lakshayan. Want to make sure I get it right, because they have different ships occasionally, as the Lakshayan Shogun class corvette known as the Diamo. It is damaged, and are you going to start scanning for life signs?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make an intelligence check using the frame's intelligence modifier, please.
That's just as smart as I am.
A solid 14. Oof. As you start scanning through, you don't detect any life signs whatsoever, unfortunately. How long are you going to hang around?
Yeah, if they didn't show up and I can't find them, then we gotta move on.
Okay.
We don't have time to stick around and help and try and find things we don't even know are there.
Yeah.
Okay. Not
Gotta do what
seeing
we know we can, not what we don't know.
not seeing anything coming out of the hole. You just kind of shake your head and move on as you start jetting off to another area. I get to make a note.
Oh god.
Okay.
Who's ready for more husks?
I don't know if they can become husks. Kind of a curiosity. I might have to investigate if jellies can become husk.
Oh, this was the Nevoid crew. Oh,
Poor guys.
Yep. I don't know if amoeboids can become husks.
did we talk to them? I don't think we talked to them, so I
No,
don't
you
care
didn't.
particularly.
No, you didn't. All right.
Okay, don't care that.
As you guys move on, there is still small pockets. Now, the pockets have actually shrunk in size. There are still, as the numbers begin to dwindle, as you guys start moving closer into the combat zone, they number now in to about the lower double digits. You're looking at about 12 at this point, as the rows and the and the Togo have just been unleashing damage upon them. As you approach, there is a small pocket of about 5 up ahead. One of them you see seems to be assessing the battlefield, as it has 2 plasma or two long beam swords engaged in its hands. And on its sides, you see these missile pods on both of its sides. And it seems to be gauging the situation as you watch it. It seems to stiffen almost as a flag raises up from its back. And you see a red and white patterned claw mark coming down across the flag raise up. And you see as they seem to be retreating at this point, as it kind of grits, as you could probably assume the pilot getting upset and having to retreat. It has yet to notice you.
Hey, Saris, what's that flag?
Looks like the orcs are falling back, but if we kill them all, we should get a pretty big payday, and that's going to be good for back home.
When we get within like 600 feet, Air's gonna go invisible and start dashing in towards the dual wielder.
Okay.
Lou is going to suggest that when we get up in range, we should just all unleash our missile barrages on the guy.
I mean, sure.
I mean, if it's one, we all have missiles. We might as well, yeah.
Asani's in completionist mode and you're not getting away.
Okay. We're in completionist mode. All right. So you guys at we'll say at 600 feet of 60 feet, They haven't noticed you. They are in full retreat. It looks like they are making dash actions to retreat at this point. You guys have this one moment. We'll see if their scanners pick you up. Their scanners do pick you guys up. However, they do not pick up Air, though. Air, I still want you to roll that stealth check for me. And you do have advantage on it as you have engaged your phase shift. "24. They haven't noticed you, but they do notice the rest of your party charging, and the 5 of them do indeed turn. And with that, I'm going to have everybody once again roll initiative.
Yeah.
I feel like our initiatives are just slowly getting worse.
No, it's fine.
Has anybody had an initiative roll higher than a previous one yet?
All right, because I'm not looking at it.
Actually,
Hassani, what'd you roll?
Blunted Fang last combat rolled a 5.
It's fine. This
This
beat hack
combat
is
he
at a
rolled
6.
6. Oof. Okay.
Yeah, Bun Fang's at a 7.
Blunted Fang, what did you roll?
7.
7. Oof. Gear Jockey, what'd you roll?
16.
And okay. And what did we get for a roll out of? We got 11.
Yeah. 11 for Wicked Twins.
11 for Wicked Twins. Okay. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate, as the orcs are going at a 17
Oof.
as a unit. Okay.
We about to get trashed.
As they see you approaching at 60 feet, the orc commander of these forces turns. Its blades still ignited, is going to target each of you at disadvantage with its missile attack. It is actually going to unleash a barrage at you. We'll see if it hits. It's got a pretty good modifier. Okay. That's a waste of an 18.
Ooh.
Not bad, though. A 14 on the second roll. It comes to a total of a 21 to hit each of you.
Oof.
Listen to this. Listen to this beautiful sound. Ready? Yeah.
Can we not listen to that beautiful sound?
You probably are regretting that you had to at this point. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage.
Well,
The only one who's not taking any of this damage is Air at this point, as it did not see Air.
oh yeah.
3 plus 4. Each of you takes 24 points of force damage as these
Nice.
missiles bypass your EMF jammer and just impacts, and you feel your systems rock. You feel your frames shake violently. It hurts to actually feel this impact, as he then raises a blade, and you watch his units all in unison raise up carbines, and all 4 of the other orcs are going to make carbine attacks at you.
Yeah.
3. One of you is going to get 2. 1 and 2, Hassani. 3 and 4, Lou. 5 and 6, Doll. 2 goes to Hassani.
Yeah.
All right. fucking...
Or
No.
one.
2. That's better. A 17. So the first one misses. Second one hits. Cocked. Son of a bitch. Cocked. Son of a bitch. Thank you. That misses just barely. A 15. Unfortunately, to Lou. Oh, shit. No, don't lose the die. There we go. And a miss to Doll as well. A shame. Shame. Hassani, you only take 6 points of radiant damage.
Cool. Oh.
As it comes to the Orc Commander's turn, ending.
Yeah.
It comes to the Orc's actual turn.
Yep. That's what I figured.
They are going to enter a defensive formation around their commander. All staying within 5 feet, kind of creating a little mini wedge. And they are all going to, again, make an attack. And I'll roll another d4, see who gets 2 shots. This time the 2 shots both go to Doll. So we'll roll for Doll. That's a 15 on the first roll. That's a miss. That's a nat 1. That's a miss. Son of a bitch. That's a miss. And that's a miss. Son of a bitch, you fucking orcs can't shoot for shit. Ending the orcs' turn. And at the end of their turns, the orcs are all going to move 45 feet backwards. Or 450 feet backwards. Still continuing their retreat, but keeping you guys covered. Ending their turn comes to Gear Jockey.
So they're now 45 plus 9 is for 1... No, it's not 4. It's 45.
You guys are 60 feet away. They just went 45 feet back further. They are 105.
Okay. So, I'm not going to chase them because
Which
my
would be-
max on the verd...
Which would be which would be 1,005.
Yeah. So...
Space.
So, that hurt. I
Just
don't want
fire
to do that
infantry.
again. I'm going to unleash my missile barrage all on one guy. I don't know who. Just one guy. I don't want to piss him off.
Roll a d10.
Okay.
We'll see who it hits. Okay, it hits one of the orcs. Okay.
Okay.
And you're doing it
And-
all on one guy.
Yes, all on one guy.
Sounds like a plan, man. First one misses. Second one hits. Third one hits. Oh, 4 hits. 3 hits. Sorry, 3 hits. Second one misses. First one,
Okay.
third one, and fourth one all make contact onto that one
Okay.
orcish frame.
So,
There-
there's 3 attacks.
There is a chance. Yeah, no, that chance is gone. The second attack detonates the frame. The third attack ensures that the frame is not scavengeable, as it just picks apart the last 3 remaining pieces as one of the orc frames detonates into a fire.
Okay, and then I'm going to start withdrawing full movement speed to 30 feet.
300 feet back. All right, good. Good. Sounds like a plan. Ending your turn, it comes to Wicked Twins. What you gonna do?
My laser.
I'm a firing my laser. With one of the orcs dead, you feeling more confident? He is targetable. It's just that they are surrounding him in a way to prevent a flank around him if you were to engage in melee. At this point, though, they are at 105 feet away. Also known in this system as 1,050 feet away. Attacking with that carbine again. Alright, it is at disadvantage because it is at the maximum range of the carbine. But let's see if you hit. targeting the boss. That does hit with a 20. The second strike, unfortunately, misses. So you only hit with 1, firing a shot to be true. Nicely done. This guy's dead. It hits the orc commander's frame, and it seems to do damage, but he seems to not even really let it phase him. He keeps kind of falling backward, continuing the retreat. Ending your turn. Are we back? Best friends forever? Blunted Fang?
Yes, I am.
Alrighty. Comes to you. You are invisible. You want to close the distance as well? Okay, you're going to move 30 feet or 300 feet forward, putting them at 75 feet away from you. They are at this point, from where you would have gotten at a 30. You dashed. They are 45 feet away from you at this point.
Okay. I'm going to. So we're in space, right?
You are in
What
space.
I'm going to do is I'm going to dip lower than their plane and basically try and come up from underneath.
Okay.
And dash.
Insert jaw sting.
And hopefully on my next turn I can catch up with them.
Okay. Are you going to dash ahead of them and trying to estimate where exactly their angle is going?
Yes, and I'm going to basically wait for...
Okay.
I'm basically going to... My eyes are set on the captain.
Okay. Go ahead and make an intelligence check to see if you can get a proper estimation with the ship system, with the frame systems, to see if you can plot their course. $15. You feel very confident in your positioning as to where you should be and to where that they're going to be going. All right. Comes to biggest hugs. Beat hack.
Biggest hugs. All right. I'm gonna pull a Lou and just blow the missile barrage.
Alrighty.
Can't get close enough for some static.
All right. Let's pop that missile barrage. Barrage. It's a missile barrage.
Can I just send them all at the captain?
You absolutely can.
Commander, rather.
Absolutely can.
15.
First one misses. Second one hits.
24.
Misses.
18.
Misses. One hit.
80. Alright. I'll take 10.
10 mega force damage. As you fire off, you see this captain seems to just see them coming, and just his you see he has his own set of Vulcan cannons on his head unit, and just starts firing off, destroying the missiles before they get to him. But just the barrage of a total of 12 missiles flying at him. He's not able to get all of them. 3 do make impact for a solid blow. Nicely done. Nicely done.
And I'll give the inspiration to Wicked Twins.
All right, inspiring Wicked Twins. Are you staying where you are, or are you moving closer?
I'll move closer too, because keeping pace with her.
Move closest. All right. All right. As it comes, they continue to fall back, moving within range of where you are air, and practically stopping right above you. And once again, we're going to roll and see if we can get that missile barrage up and running. Luckily for you guys, it does not. It does not. He does, however, get his command order up and running. He is going to... He is actually going to hold his action and wait to see if you guys continue to pursue. And then his soldiers, however, are going to fire to try... Unfortunately, the first roll is a natural 20 against Hassani. The second roll against Dahl is a natural 18. And against Lou, you have moved Gear Jockey back. It misses.
Still in range.
You are still within range. Mechs have a higher range for blasters.
Heavy carbines, 1800.
Okay, Hassani, you do take a wallop in there. You take 13 points of mega radiant damage as one of these orcs strikes true. And Dahl, you take 4 mega radiant damage as it hits soundly and firmly. Ending their turn, as again they are continuing to fall back, but the commander seems to be holding their action there. Brings us to Wicked Twins. What you gonna do? Oh, sorry, Gear Jockey. Wicked Twins, figure out what you want to do. Start typing that up and let me know. What are you gonna do to Gear Jockey?
Okay, so from Beat Hack's position, they are 1,500 feet away, correct?
No. From where you are, they are.
Where I am, they should be 180. Yeah.
You moved 30 feet back, so you tacked 90. They moved 45 feet, which put them at... Yeah.
Okay. So, in that case, I'm going to move 30 feet up to where Beat Hack is, which is 115. Actually, I should roll this first. Okay, yeah, no plan same then. And then I'm going to unleash another missile barrage at one of the guards.
At one of the guards. Alrighty.
Smart plan.
Missile barrage. You guys are still within range of missile barrage. It's got a 1,500 foot to 4,500 foot range.
Long range.
Got a bitch. Got a bitch.
15, not 20. Jesus.
And you're targeting the commander.
I'm targeting. I've given up a attack commander, and I honestly don't want him to come back.
So you're targeting one of each of the orcs. So
I'm just targeting. I'm targeting all on another guard.
Oh, okay. So
my plan is
Screw
to take as
that
many of them
one
off.
guy in particular.
okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll damage. I think you're going to just evaporate this poor bastard. Yeah, you fucking evaporate that poor son of a bitch. That flurry of rockets just sail out, impacting into the guard, into the orcish guard, and he's just gone. There is nothing left of him whatsoever. It's he's fucking gone. there's not even a trace of scrap metal. Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done. You went 3 times over his HP.
Shit, oops.
Ending your turn there, Lou.
Well, I already used my movement, and that was my action, so...
Yep.
I'm gonna sit here and hope they don't...
Sounds about right. Okay. You're gonna hit your... Yeah, go ahead and roll your attacks for the missile barrage there, Doll. You have 4 missile barrages if you're gonna try and hit the the commanding orc. So let's see what you got. First one misses, second one misses, third one misses, fourth one hits. Once again, his just point defense system with his Vulcan cannons are on spot. Again, missing that last 3.
Trying to.
Yeah, you can if you want to.
I would suggest you throw on the 19.
Too late. I already said the 16.
Oh well, I tried.
Not enough, unfortunately. It's still just one hit. Just one hit. The last one hits the 24. No, the 19 did not. Unfortunately, it misses with a 7 on that Mega Force damage, making an impact, bringing us to a number on his HP value.
A number.
A number on his HP value. I've lost my pencil. There we are. Alrighty. Another missile barrage again. He just keeps freaking targeting and just... and another 3 slip by. He's not able to break them all apart before they reach and detonate onto him. Coming to... Best friend forever, Blunted Fang.
Alright, as the smoke clears from around the commander, I come out of phase right behind him.
Okay.
And stabby.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You have advantage. Hits. Misses. Go ahead and roll. You have your snack attack. And I'm going to feel bad about his response.
It's fair.
This is at...
What happened to our 56556?
Right? As you blink up into existence and make the strike, you impale into the shoulder joint. You feel like you hit a good socket, but it doesn't seem to do as much as you were hoping for. He kind of rotates, and the frame turns, and he's going to take his held action now. And he is going to, unfortunately, probably ruin your day. Fair warning. He's going to make 2 melee attacks at you with both of these beam longswords. That's 2 17s plus modifiers will indeed hit. Where is my die 10s? Okay. The first hit that comes in is 10 points of radiant damage. The second one is an oomph of a hit. 12 plus 5 comes to 17 points of radiant damage.
I will cut that one in half.
I cut that one in half. That brings it down to 8 points of radiant damage as it carves in 2 massive strikes into you. You have its attention, Air.
For a total of
18 points of mega radiant damage. Alright, ending your turn. Comes to biggest hugs or best hugs. Beat Heck. What we gonna do?
There are 2 guards left. Yeah.
There are indeed 2
now
guards.
I get 2.
Yeah, there are indeed 2 guards left.
Roll my d6, see if I get that thing back. I don't. Okay, so I'm going to. Yeah. I'm actually going to try and. Is there like any cover nearby? Any exploded ships I can
Not
while moving up?
Not within the area, no. The space that operating in is pretty clear of debris.
Ooh. Then I will just move up a little bit and heal myself. 'Cause, yeah.
You're moving up 30 feet?
Yeah.
All right.
So I heal myself for 7.
7. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Not great, but and I'll. I got 2 more inspirations today, so I'll throw one at our sweet little doll over here.
All right. Inspiring doll. Okay.
Right there.
Comes to the top of the round. The orc's turn. The commander is going to strike again at you. Air inside of Blunted Fang and is going to hit you with the first strike with a 19. Hit you for the second strike with an 18. Unfortunately, has not come back to your turn yet. Your reaction is spent. You take 17 points of radiant damage with the first strike as he comes down at you with this massive blow. Second one, not so much. Second one is 9 points of radiant damage on the second strike. Is your frame still operational?
Another 26 points of damage total on that.
Yep.
Yep. He's good.
Still good. All right. As it does, it then you hear over open channel a deep orcish voice speaking out in orcish. And the 2 other orcs with him turn and are going to... you're at a range and they're in front of him, so they're going to actually shoot at you with the carbines. Natural 14 for a 19. However, that's a 7. That's not going to hit. You take an additional 8 points of radiant damage as they shoot at you.
You up?
You still up?
Yeah, I'm still up.
Still up. Nice.
Tanky boys.
Nice. Nice. And the commander is going to stay and fight you. Now at this point, you're in its face, you're in its way. It's not going to disengage, but it also knows a battle that it can't win, but it thinks it can win this fight. The that ends the orc's turn. And brings us to Gear Jockey.
Okay, so one,
Come on, Lou.
I'm going to tell Air over comms, disengage, because that was terrible, and he's probably on the verge of death, I imagine. Okay. Let me roll see if I get missiles back.
God, you were so lucky with your damn missiles.
I'm telling you, it shouldn't
like-
be Gear Jockey, it should be Missile Jockey. God, I have been lucky with these tonight. I think only one time I haven't regened them.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah. God.
Take out the other guards.
Well, they.
There's still 2 guards left.
There's 2 guards.
Yeah, but the group didn't move away this time because of Air's attack, so they're still at 1500.
Yep.
Which means
Fire away.
I am indeed going to attempt to take out yet another guard because I don't have disadvantage. And this is...
Nope, it's just it recharges. You attempt to recharge it on your turn. It's kind of like a free action, like when rolling with a legendary creature like a dragon.
Yeah, you just roll d6. If you get a 5 or 6, it recharges. If not, then it doesn't.
Yep.
Okay, and I've just gotten very lucky with them.
Yeah,
And
you
so
have.
here's my barrage.
This poor soul. Oh my god.
Dude.
He's dead.
Like, well, I'll roll anyways.
Are you targeting? By the way, are you targeting just the guards?
I'm targeting one guy, not
This-
the commander, mind you, just one random guy.
Dude,
Okay.
You're wasting all
Okay.
of this on peons.
Well, the thing is, like, if I attack the commander, I'll slowly start rolling that one.
So another of these orc guards, you just evaporate. There is nothing left, considering you did 29. We'll say 38. 58 points of mega damage. There is nothing left. You just vaporize the shit out of this poor bastard. You fire off another well-aimed payload of missiles, and they just as it is just
I'm gonna turn to Saris and say, I don't know what's going on here. Tell whoever put the payload in these missiles that they're doing a damn good job.
Yeah, they do a good job. It's called solid craftsmanship, not shoddy craftsmanship like some people make, like shitty Cocoa Puffs who make shitty craftsmanship. Along with shitty Rice Krispies. Just terrible people. People who don't know how to build stuff. No, I'm just saying, like, there's people who don't know how to make good, solid weapons. And unfortunately, some of them do exist.
Again, I feel like you're projecting.
I do not project. I just do stuff.
You're a projection.
I'll be completely honest, that was going through my head before I was going to say that if you hadn't.
Is this a projection?
All right.
I love Sarah so much.
Harassing and being harassed by Saris.
Yeah,
You guys
that's
have
his
you
turn.
guys have done some work. Holy shit. Wicked Twins comes to you. God damn. Does not recharge, unfortunately.
It's fine. Got the other guard, then we can focus the commander.
All right. You are still at where are they? No, you were keeping up, so I'm guessing you're moving up before you shoot. Should be at normal. Are you hitting one of the guards or are you hitting the commander? Who are you shooting at? Captain? Only one hits, the first one. For 5 mega radiant damage. Okay. He is still functioning damn well. Looking to do pretty good work. Doesn't even notice your shot. It impacts, and he just kind of like keeps focus as he kind of like lurches forward, taking a hit. But the reticle for the viewport, the camera on the head, Air, as you see in your cockpit, it still keeps focus on you, watching you. It definitely looks like it's going to give you a bad day. It does come to your turn, Air.
He is going to disregard his,
Lose advice.
lose advice and continue with the stabby.
Okay, you can continue.
It was worth it. It was so worth it.
What in the fuck? Now, I will say this. You don't have sneak attack because he does have an ally within range, but you do get that crit.
They were ahead of him. They were shooting at range, DD.
His ally is 5 feet behind him. He's technically not alone. The mechs, the guards, because there is one guard left, he still has an ally within. But you still get that natural. You guys have crushed the natural fucking 20s. Ooh, stabby for a solid 12 points of damage.
That's the first one.
That is the first one. That is the only one that hits, unfortunately.
Well,
with that nice radiant short beam saber hits, takes the blow. You hear a voice come in over comms Air. You have done well. Though, I am going to kill you.
Was it a sauce?
All missiles. Ending your turn, Air?
Indeed.
Alrighty, ending your turn. Comes to best hugs. Beat hack.
Okay, keeping up. I'm going to and keep up. Since they stopped and move forward, got to 90. I can get within system static range this turn, yeah?
Yeah, they haven't moved.
Yeah, dope. Alright, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it on the good old Cappy.
On the captain.
Try and
Alright. We're gonna make what did I give you the
wisdom save.
Wisdom save for that system static. What's our wisdom? Ooh.
Probably good.
Ooh. Not as good as I'd hope. Though it does roll a natural 18 for a +1. So it does, actually it has a +3 to its wisdom save, so it does manage to succeed that wisdom saving throw. It does manage to keep its system in check, as it just denies the incoming hack that you try to get in there and cause some damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I think Doll already has an inspiration. I'll give it to Lou. Lou.
Doll used her inspiration.
Doll used it?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, I'll still give it to Lou. I already said it.
Alright. Giving
It's the
Lou
last inspiration.
his final inspiration of the day. Alrighty. Ending your turn?
Yeah.
Comes to the
All I can
top
do.
of the round. The orc. Yeah, the commander, the captain is just gonna fucking is gonna try and yeah, he's gonna try and put you down there, Air.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. How do we go from a natural 20 to a 2? This dice is bad. Bad dice. Bad
It's not
dice.
a bad dice. It's
Hey! Someone cheered.
just...
Thank you so much there for the 1,000 bits, Lucius. Thank you so much. The support. Reroll that shit. That natural 20. You want me to reroll that natural 20?
Oof.
Oh, I feel the love with that support. Okay. All right. Reroll that nat 20. Comes down to a 17. Not as bad. Not as bad.
Okay. Not as bad.
Still terrible, but not quite as terrible.
However, you do still take Air a pretty nasty chunk of damage, which is better because you know what? I just want to see for sheer shits and giggles. I had the 4d10 in my hand. Oh, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That would have been 36 points of damage plus 3. It would have been 39 points of damage. Instead, you take 23 points of radiant damage. There, Air. Unfortunately.
Half.
So, half an
So that'll be 11.
Alrighty.
And are you still operational?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And as a bonus action, he is going to order his final orc cohort here. To actually, this time, he's actually going to order him to close the distance and make a weapon attack as part of that reaction, as he's just been having to make ranged attacks. And you're enough of a threat where he is kind of, at this point,
He's spooked.
worried. At this point, worried. We're going to try with this great axe. We're going to try with this giant fucking... actually, you know what? No, he has a different weapon. He has a different weapon that I want him to use. I haven't had him use these weapons yet because you guys have been keeping at a pretty good range. He actually, instead of a great axe, reaches for this small, gnarled-looking piece of steel that looks like it's got a strange arcane engine encasing the handle. And as he does, he grips this trigger mechanism, and you watch as a gout of black energy just... and you see this blade begin to spin rapidly at a high speed. As you see, it activates a rip chain sword.
Oh, he's got a chain sword.
And he's gonna fucking try and chain sword you with it. We're gonna completely change up what he's gonna do with that shit.
Oh, man.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That is just barely a 16 with an 11. I'll take it.
Damn.
Doesn't matter what damage he does, I'm down.
Okay.
Oh, man, you were a 1 HP. No.
That was that fear. That was that fear. He wanted you out of the way. Yeah, it brings it to 12 points of damage as he just breaks through the armor. It does not expose the cockpit. Thankfully, it wasn't enough damage to do that, but there is, you hear in the cockpit. You are unconscious as the pilot, Air, unfortunately at the moment, but your life support is beginning to fail. You do have D6. You have 1 round.
Oh, boys.
After your upcoming round before you completely lose all oxygen. So you have this 1 round, and after that, if someone doesn't heal you, you are gone. With that, the commander is going to move its movement speed of 45 feet, commanding its guard to stay behind and cover its retreat. And it is going to start putting distance at full push. Gun jockey.
Well, I'm not gonna.
Or gear jockey. Yeah, gear jockey.
Yes, I don't use my gun as we've.
Air is down. Air is down and way out of range.
I don't have my missiles. Huh.
Dang.
Well, I will use my action to dash, and I will dash my 60 feet forward.
600
which
feet.
Means I am now 900 feet away.
You
and
are.
I still can't do jack shit.
You are the closest one. The closest one at this point is the closest one at this point. Luckily enough, comes to Wicked Twins. As Wicked Twins, you are the closest one who could get to Air and repair his ship system. Are you going to? It is going to take a dash. But you are the closest one there to get to him and potentially save him before the next round. Potentially. I haven't decided what that orc is going to do. No, it takes an action to heal, unfortunately, along with an action.
Hey, I have a question, but can I ask?
Question away. Dashing over there. All right. As you dash over, you find yourself squaring off with this orc mech, and it sees you, looks over to Air, and begins to just raise its chain sword for the next round. What is your question there?
Well, I was going to ask, it doesn't matter now because it's too late, but I was going to ask, could she not have just moved 300 feet, done an action, then moved 300 feet next turn, then healed, instead of dashing now?
She could have.
Yeah, it's too late now, I just wanted to say.
But at this point now, it brings us to Air. I do need a death save. I do hope you succeed.
That's a con save, right?
That is a con. It is just a straight con.
Just roll die 20.
Yeah, just roll a d20. Sorry, it is.
Same.
Yeah. It's just a straight d20, no positives or minuses to it.
6. Oh no.
Nope.
Okay, that's a failure. Okay. Oh boy, I hope you guys kill this orc or do something before his turn. As it comes to Hassani.
Yeah, I'm shooting this mofo.
Gonna shoot him.
I'm moving up. I'm moving up and shooting him.
Gonna shoot him.
19.
That hits. That hits. Oh my god, are you gonna kill him? Oh. 7.
7. And 6.
6. Not enough. Oh.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Damn it.
Not enough. He is still functioning.
If only my missiles came through.
Oh god, he's still up.
If only you used your gun.
Ending your turn. Ending your turn, the captain fucking guns it. Full action. Economy. Getting out of here. This orc, however, is damaged. Fuck. Maybe he can take 2. He's dumb. I have to roll an int check. I have to. He's dumb. And he's an orc. Yeah, he's gonna fucking go after you, doll. With his attack. That is going to come to a natural 19. Just shy of that sweet, 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 delectable nut 20. Unfortunately. And he is going to chain sword the shit out of you to the best of his ability. Ah, that's some pretty raunchy damage right there. 12 plus 4 is 16. Plus 3 is 19 mega slashing damage to you, doll. Are you still functioning?
Should be.
Yeah.
She is
Good to know. Alrighty.
She's out tank.
It comes to Gear Jockey.
Okay, well, step 1. Oh, glorious.
Don't
Well,
mess
I-
with Rush, just one dude. Move forward. Move forward.
I'm going to move forward 300 feet. I can't reach Blunted Fang no matter what I do. So I might as well obliterate this guy so that Wicked Twins can heal next turn. So goodbye, you stupid orc. That's 3 hits, yeah?
You're just going after the... Are you going after the captain or this guy?
I'm going for the captain. No, not the captain. This guy. The guy that is threatening my friends. Oh. I'm
All-
trying to clear the way.
All
for-
four shots. All 4 shots hit. It doesn't matter how much damage you roll. It had 1 HP left. You fucking vaporized the ever-loving shit out of this orc. There is nothing left. Nicely done. It comes to the last round before, literally the last moments before, before Air dies and is ejected from the game. You think, what are you going to do there, doll? Are you going to repair him with your nano boots? I'm gonna fix him up. All right. Roll that 2d8 plus 2. 15. As you let out a cloud of nanobots, ship systems begin to come back online, life support kicks on, and Air will stabilize in 1d4 one round. Next round, Air will stabilize and come back to consciousness as the pilot with 15 HP in the mech. Nicely done. Nice save. Nice save. All right. Air is unconscious, but will return to consciousness next round. Comes to best hugs. Beat hack.
Cool. Asani, seeing that the heal went through, is going to move up and try and missile barrage the big dude if they're within 1,500 feet.
He is.
Okay.
Is he? Didn't he dash like 900 away?
He had, but Hassani's also been keeping up.
I've been keeping up.
So just at the edge. Just at the edge.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see where I can. 21.
Hits.
Nope.
Miss. Miss.
20.
Fuck hits. Ah!
2. 10.
Oh.
And then
Oh.
so 16.
How would you want to
Go
do
with that.
this?
All right. So,
Way to go, son. Way to go.
all right. So,
By the skin of our teeth.
yeah, pretty much. So, Sonny is going to like zoom past uh Dawn Air and pretty much just like fire like everything they have and just like go 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 and just
All right.
zoom in.
As you zoom past them, you start flipping on every single missile pod on Beathack, and as you do, the entire chest cavity, a doorway kind of pulls down out of the chest cavity, and just hundreds of small little missiles begin flying out. The orc captain spins and starts firing off his Vulcan cannons out of the top of the head and starts shooting them down, but he just gets overwhelmed with this swarm of missiles, and you see the first impact, second one, the third one, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, as they all just surround and encompass him in this giant explosion. And as he does, there's just this half a corpse of a mecha shell just floating there, lifeless, spinning, and both beam sabers drop out of its hands, and it just begins to float, spinning.
Sonny is just like screaming, like, I got him, I got him, I got him, I got him! just freaking so hyped.
As you do, Saris goes,
"Who feel the power of the missile?"
As you do, Saris just, yeah, great job, kid, don't get cocky.
I'm just freaking too excited, don't even care.
As Asani, you're just shouting and screaming and just excited as all hell. You hear over the comms, "This is the commander of the Togo. All contacts eliminated. Well done. Thank you for your support, Cerulean Rose. Do you have any losses?" "We've lost 7 haulers and the crews that they sent out."
As he says that, air wakes up.
Yep.
Nope. We're good.
You get Saris just understood, sending the ping. And in that moment, you hear this man, this captain, this Varen. "Well, luckily on our end we didn't suffer any losses. I'm sorry we couldn't save more, but we at least saved the Togo." "You did. Thank you. We'll see you around, Cerulean Rose. Perhaps you will be requested for work by Lakshay. Anytime. Be happy to help." Comms come to a local channel. "Well done, you four. Well done. Kick-ass job. Coming to pick you up. Get yourselves ready for docking, and we'll get you home."
Cool. As we wait for them to come,
Weird ass video game.
as we're waiting for them to come up, Air's gonna go retrieve the longsword.
The beam sabers? Okay.
Yeah, from the commander.
Easy enough to
And-
get there and make your way back.
Before he leaves, though, he's gonna take one last swipe at the floating corpse.
Oh, at that point it would have floated away too far. It just keeping
okay.
momentum. As Dahl, what? That's it? I thought there were 30 left. You get from Saris, yeah, there were. But the Rose and the Togo, pretty heavy gunfire. Did a pretty good job wiping them out. Oh, that is that yeah, that chainsword is gone. That is.
Obliterated.
Yep.
You did good.
Lots of missiles are great.
As you guys sit there, Sarah's just, wow, look at this. Not a bad little team here. These mechs will definitely make a name for the Rose. Abso-fucking-lutely. Well done. Did you guys have any questions? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun?
This was a great game.
This was good. It felt good. No real hindrance.
What do you mean?
I'll definitely have a headache in the morning, but that's.
What do you mean no hindrance?
Like, it felt fluid. Like, it felt,
Oh, yeah.
no resistance at all.
Yeah, we developed these. They're pretty good. They are excellent. They are excellent mechs. Better than what they have in Lakshay. Count yourselves lucky.
Eye covers are weird.
Good to have a good mercenary crew. Good job, pilots. And, hey, tell your boss that, it's a good thing sending you. Would love to see you more.
Yeah, we'll tell Rafe that. That's a weird thing to have in the video game.
Sarah's just looks at you kind of oddly for a moment. Huh. Okay. At this point, the Rose flies overhead, and you feel your frames being pulled in by a tractor beam. You feel yourselves dock. You see an engineering team coming in, flying towards the cockpits, and all right, repairs underway. Get in there. Get them out. Get them out. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. Everything goes black. A few moments later, you hear as the canopies of the chairs open. You get a breath of air. It's crisp. Well done. Look at all of you. All right, quickly now. Let's get all the things off of them. We've got all the information we need. Looks like it's going to be safe enough.
That was a weird-ass video game.
Of course it was. Of course it was. And Wraith starts helping you guys get out, taking the masks off, taking the plugs off your heads, and getting your guys back up on your feet.
When the light
that was so much fun.
When the light hits Air's eyes, he upchucks over the side of the.
Oh. All right. Well,
that's
just
expensive equipment. That
starts prestidigitating with you.
Like, no, that's expensive. Stop.
That's a lot of. Oh, it's chunky.
There was weird-ass dialogue lines you had in that game. That was very weird.
What do you mean by weird dialogue lines?
I don't know. It was just weird. Like, the way you asked for a survey and stuff with the AI, that was weird.
What? Oh, no. That's all programming. That's designed to make it feel like you're really there. Like it's a part of
I
you.
understand that. It felt weird.
Well, it's you're a part of this crew of the Cerulean Rose, and you're hired on as a mercenary.
Yeah, it's just some of the AI's dialogue lines were strange.
She's really sassy. I like her.
Oh, good. I'm glad you do.
Yeah.
Glad you do.
Like when she was like commenting on her helmet, that were like she couldn't see her faces or whatever. Weird.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I suppose it could be weird. I hope it's not too bad of an issue.
No, it's not. It's just felt out of place, I guess.
Out of place?
Well, yeah, like, if it's like they're trying to keep immersion, it's like, why would she not be able to see our faces? It just felt weird.
What's weird about her dark helmet?
I don't know. It just felt like a weird detail.
Oh, Wraith, maybe they should be blue.
I can put in the information, but from what I hear, you were successful in your attacks, in your mission, so everything seemed to go quite well.
Yeah. It went well. We nearly lost air for a second, but it went.
I'm quite happy you didn't. That's a good thing. Definitely didn't want to lose him. Are you feeling better, Air? You good now?
I could use a drink.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, look!
It's fine.
The door's unlocked. Shall we?
Yes, I'd rather not be put through another experiment, considering you said this might kill us.
Wraith, can I play this game again?
Of course you can. Once we get a viable mission available for secondary, it's just this one over and over and over again. So once we get another game in, or it's developed more, we will take care of it for you. Not a problem. All right.
Be it a test or a walk, I'm always ready, Wraith.
Credits are already transferred to your accounts.
As we're walking back to the bar, Air sidles up next to Hatsani.
Yeah.
The imagining the bad guys as the weird guy from our last visit definitely helped.
See, always here to help and give good ideas.
Leaving the room, little imaginary. Whoever came up with all those details has a very, very overactive imagination.
Well, Lou, you know, sometimes
It's a game developer.
Sometimes overactive imaginations are not really imaginations, but are just taken from real things. So,
What are you talking about, right?
I'm just saying some people have been through real conflict, so maybe that was a conflict in the past that someone looked up in the history books and was like, shit, how can we make that even more cool?
How can that be from the history? We don't have a wait, what?
Artist interpretation.
Exactly.
That's a very, very strange interpretation. Like, that's like somebody might need to have their head looked at. Interpretation levels. Like, I don't know how you could interpret a battle as
You could say the same
Just think of it
about
flying.
the artist with the melon clocks.
Just think of everybody knows fly.
I guess that makes sense of like everybody knows fly and
That's
everything.
all that.
Yeah,
Wing
okay.
boots. Lighting works.
That's
I could do that.
that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Must have been a weird ass battle though.
I mean, it probably all took place down on the ground. And, probably everyone just combated each other physically on the ground. Maybe the real Oak captain got away and wasn't bombarded with magic missile.
I guess there's explanation for if you have enough magic uses in the fight.
I'd imagine it'd be a naval battle with the way we could move around.
That also makes sense.
Could have been as well.
Especially with the ships, the Togo and the Cerulean Rose.
Indeed.
Those names don't seem to fit any nation I can remember.
Oh, did you see my whole invisible dive move? Oh, I love
Oh,
it.
you were
Yeah,
invisible.
As Doll says, I could tell them about warfare. Just mumbles to herself, begins to chew on a single piece of candy. Also, there should have been more orcs. Well, you know, the thing about overpopulating orcs is that, unfortunately, they can be quite terrible creatures. And, we don't want to do that. We don't want to give them any more attention than they need in things. And after all, if you fought more orcs, you probably all would have died. So that would have been a terrible, terrible thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a game. If we all die, it's just like we could try again.
Sure.
You don't remember.
Assuming we didn't die from the machines, like you said might happen.
You don't remember what we went into. We went fighting for our lives, and it was fun.
Sure. I'm
It was a
sure.
game. And as long as the machine didn't kill us like Wraith that it might, we could have just tried again.
Wraith just puts a hand on your shoulder and, you're absolutely right. It was just a game. And as he leads you out into the main hall with a smile, Wraith just, now, why don't you all go have yourselves a lovely afternoon and enjoy yourselves a bit. I really want you to enjoy everything you possibly could.
That sounds ominous.
No such thing. No such thing. And with that,
Air happily goes to the bar, orders the tallest glass of wine he can, and like the biggest, juiciest, fattiest burger.
okay. And with that, we are going to end tonight's session. Thank you all so much for joining us for this little special crossover session. I hope you guys had some fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I fucking did. This was a huge blast for me. I really wanted to do this when we had like 4 people. I was like, fuck yeah, we're going to do this. This is going to be what we're going to do. We're going to have some fun. We're going to get some DD passion projects out of the way and just have a goofy, good fucking time. And I can't wait to see how things turn out tomorrow night.
Just a video game.
Man.
Hey, wouldn't that be fucked up if it was? Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope to see you all next time. We are going to raid some good friends of the show, Dungeon and Dragon. I hope you guys follow me over there, say hi, drop some, hold on. Drop some, oh good, okay, it's just a little muck. I thought the dog had a tick. We're gonna go and drop some love, drop some Nyx emotes in there, and I will see you all tomorrow evening for another episode of Legends of the Verse, aka Love. And we're gonna share some love. Have a good night, guys.